welcome back to my video blog all about Palm Beach County real estate, where I'm looking to bring you relevant information about our local real estate market here in Palm Beach County. So I wanted to share with you probably our biggest challenge right now. As you've already heard, the real estate market is booming again. So that's some good news, right? We'll take it, we'll get so excited. I'm telling all my friends. And yet, you know, there is a little bit of a concern, the appraisal. So when our market and our prices start to go up a little bit, which they are, yay, when that happens, the appraisals are based on activity from the past. Actually, the last 3 to 6 months is typically what an appraiser is going to use. So obviously, homes were worth a little bit less 3 to 6 months ago than they are today. So how do we deal with this? Well, I want to share with you a couple of my favorite tips. The first tip, if you're a seller in Palm Beach County, how about doing what we call a pre-list appraisal? Now, why do you need to do that? Well, the pre-list appraisal is going to show the buyer and their lender the comparables as well as the adjustments. It makes sure you get every single piece of value that your special home really deserves. You know, the pre-list appraisal has actually allowed my clients to get top dollar and avoid appraisal issues. You know, 70% of all the Palm Beach County appraisal issues have caused deals to fall apart. So let me share with you some of my favorite tips on how we can help you avoid an appraisal issue. My favorite tip number 1, is let's order a pre-listing appraisal. Now, why should we do that? A pre-listing appraisal is going to look at it as what is the most a lender will allow your home to be sold for. Now, this will allow for all of the extras and all of the proper adjustments to be made. Now, what do we do with this? Well, first of all, it shows us reality. You know, will we be able to get that buyer who wants to get a mortgage to closing? And more importantly, if the number supports what I feel the property's worth and what you're prepared to list your home for, we can make that appraisal public. It's very powerful. We've used this technique this first quarter, and our clients have gotten more for their home, and we give to the appraiser. And they've actually had 0 appraisal issues when they've done a pre-listing appraisal. So tip number 2 is you really need an agent that fully understands your neighborhood, why your home is worth what it's worth, and can defend that price. Steve or myself, we personally attend all of the appraisals armed with amazing information. You know, in fact, it's more important to sell the appraiser on the value legitimately, even more important than selling the buyer. So we actually have been selling, of course, since 1989. This is not our first time period where we've had appraisal issues. We know how to deal with them. The third tip that we have for you about how to avoid appraisal issues is actually to go to a lender as a buyer who actually uses local appraisers. You know, it concerns me when I have somebody calling from Miami wanting to do an appraisal on a property in Palm Beach County. I mean, how can they know about your community and what really is comparable? So if you're a buyer, go to a lender who actually has local Palm Beach County appraisals. We want the correct value for the home you're going to sell or the home you're going to buy. If you have any other questions, just give me a call on my personal cell phone, 561-352-3056.